the first thing that I'm going over is going to be like, one, a loyal customer, what it is, how you become one, or how to sign somebody up. Basically, a loyal customer is just, we have two options in this business to have a customer. You can either have a loyal customer or you can have a retail customer. A loyal customer is basically somebody who gets the same pricing as you. It's 40% off retail price. And they have two options. They can either order for 3 months, meaning like if they want to be a customer right now, they order something right now in January, one thing in February, one thing in March. They can be done ordering after that and they get the same pricing for life. They don't ever have to do the 3-month thing again. It's just like if they're a customer for life. Like think of it as like a Costco membership. You pay one fee, whatever, you're a member for life or for the year, whatever. But theirs is for life, okay? If they stay on longer than 3 months, they get perks. So their fourth order is free shipping, and pretty much fourth, fifth, sixth, forever on is free shipping as long as they're continuing shipments. If at any time they stop shipments and start again, it's 3 consecutive shipments until they get free shipping again. So if they keep shipments going forever, they forever get free shipping. And in the first 3 months, they can get free shipping too, but it has to be over $125. At 6 months, they get a shopping spree of $50, and at 12 months, they get a shopping spree of $200. That's added to the regular perk points. Every order they make anyways, like just every auto ship, they get 10% back on. So every $10 spent is $1 back in perk points. You can apply that to any product. A lot of my customers save their product points until like a 6-month mark and use them all together because they'll have a lot of points. Like the average person for 3 months has anywhere between $20 to $30 in free product, and then you get your $50 credit. So you're adding up to like about like $80 each. So that's a lot of money in free product that people get to use. So that's something that I always mention to people at their 3rd month. I'm like, hey girl, you know, you can, because sometimes they'll ask like, hey, it's my 3rd month. I'm like, yeah, you can either stop your shipments now, or if you have like, you know, 3 more orders until you get a $50 shopping spree. And sometimes I'll calculate in what they're ordering. So if they're ordering hair, skin, and nails, and I know they're going to be using skin nails, I'm like, okay, well, I'll be like $369. That's like $9 extra. And it adds up to end up being like $10 because they round up. So it's like $10 plus, you know, what they have now to their $50 shopping spree. It gives them another, you know, like whatever. It makes the number sound better. So like if they're saying, like if they're trying to cancel out their 3rd month, I'm like, okay, for 3 more months, if you 3 more orders, you're gonna have $80 in product or free product. And they're like, oh, cool, actually, I want to stay on. I just had somebody 2 months away from their $200 mark, and I got them to stay on because I was like, by the way, in 2 more orders, you're gonna have $203. So always use those perk points to your advantage. Every loyal customer gets them. The other way the loyal customer,
I'm not fighting with either one of y'all. Lucas, get up and go to the other side of that couch right now.
Tell people
One.
what they're gonna get.
All right, you're gonna get a whooping and go back to your brain.
Because
Get
that
over
option, in
there.
my opinion, is stupid. Because
Get over there.
we have products that are cheaper than $50, so why would you pay a $50 fee if the 2 products together are going to equal less than $50? We have essential oils, and our lowest essential oil, I'm pretty sure, is $15. So 15 plus 15 is 30. So you're going to have product instead of like a fee. You know what I mean? So I always say that like the 3-month thing versus the just like the $50 fee, because it makes more sense financially and just for you too, because that's volume in your pocket, not a $50 fee that they're never going to order again. Okay. So always say that. All right. And now we're going to go over, like, does anybody have questions about the loyal customer? And a retail customer is just, they pay retail price. There's no strings attached. They order whenever they want. It's shipped off your website to their house, and they pay shipping and all the extra fees. Any questions? Okay. If you have questions, you can just type them in the comment box. And I think it'll pop up on the side when people start commenting. Okay. So you can comment there at any time and I'll see it. Okay. So your first post in the business, if you are brand new and you haven't made a post about it yet, you just watched your training videos and you're like, I don't know what to start or how to start off. This is the best way to start. Okay. Say, hey, everybody, I'm so excited. I just did something out of my comfort zone and joined a health and wellness company.
Lucas,
why you joined the company. So whether it's like I joined because, or I decided to do this because, you know, I needed an extra whatever amount of month while I'm in school full time, and this is the best way to do it because I can do my own hours. kind of a thing, or I did this because, I don't remember, I'm having a baby and I really want to be able to stay home with her or him and, make some extra money instead of having to go back to work full time or something along those lines. I can kind of get more specific with you, but that's the basic idea. You just want to say, hey, everybody, keep it kind of vague. You just want to people asking you questions, and at the end of it, you say, I'm looking for 4 product testers to build up my portfolio. Stay tuned for more info. And that's just a good way to introduce it, and then you can start leading into posting. If you're going to make your first post tonight, lead into it tomorrow. Or if you're posting first thing in the morning, the next post in the afternoon. And I'll go over that in just a second. Basically, okay, and the next thing I'm going over is going to be your goals. And I want you guys, everybody who joined this company for a reason. So I want you to write down, what your goal is for this business. You joined obviously recently, so what is it, why did you join the company, and what exactly are you trying to get out of it? Okay, if it's $500 a month, great. If it's $200 a month, great. But you need to write that down, and you need to know kind of what you're aiming at here. The average Ruby makes about $500 to $600 a month. So that's our second rank in the company. So you need to kind of keep that in mind. If that's what you're looking for, that's Ruby. If it's more than that, I'll go over that in a second too. But executive is $300 a month. Yeah. Or no, maybe. No, it's not. No, it's not. Is it? I think it is. I'd have to double check, but I think it is. Okay.
Lucas?
Wrong type. Come on, Rock.
What did I tell you?
Okay, so, so that was your goal, all right? That's your main goal, is that you're shooting for that rank. You need to keep your eye on the prize. You need to know how many people you need to reach that rank. You need to know how many customers you're going to need to reach that rank. So you need to write it down and make it happen. If you guys could see, I don't even think, you're on my laptop, so I can't flip it around, but my fridge has my charts and it has how many people I need to reach that goal, okay? I see it every day. I know what I need to do to get there, and I know what my goal income is. So I see it every single day. I'm never gonna walk past it and not be able to, can't ever walk past it and not see it. So it's always on my mind, okay? And that, by doing it, you're gonna actually get it done. Okay, so now we're gonna go into how to post on Facebook and Instagram as a brand new distributor, and what is the best way to do it, how to keep yourself organized to do so, okay? So every day we're going to talk about Facebook, and then I'm going to move to Instagram, okay? Facebook is I do a little bit more on Facebook because it's more personal, and I can post statuses versus just pictures like Insta. So Facebook, every day, I post about 5 times a day, okay? And you want to post a personal post, at least one personal post, and that's a picture, okay? A personal picture post. It could be your kids, it can be food, it can be whatever, I don't care. It can be literally something that you want to look at. Think about stuff that you want to, you would like on Facebook. Post something like that. It could be something pretty, it could be a sunset, it could be a new outfit, it can be something you Googled, like this really cute purse that you want, or shoes, or I don't care, but something that it displays your personality and it's you, okay? Then you can post a personal status at some point, just something funny, maybe a quote you read that you liked, something like that. And your personal post could be just a picture of a quote too. It's really anything that you would regularly post if you weren't in the business, okay? And then you want to post a business post. So you want to make sure you're posting something along the lines of the business. For first starting distributors, I recommend you putting something like talking about what your goal is and what you're going after, and what is that going to do for you, okay? So I remember in the beginning, I would talk about how excited I was for this company to pay for my groceries or pay for Cammy's diapers. And even though when I first joined, obviously I didn't make any money yet. I was just I'm so excited for this to take off and me be able to, pay for Cammy's diapers and pay for my utilities, because I'm so tired of struggling and having to stress out about these little things every month like that. That's an easy business post, okay? And then you can say things like, you're looking to grow your team and promote up with people, and you're looking for 5 people who are seriously dedicated to making an income from home. And you can always to look at people like Jade Hooper, Carrie Young, Tiffany Herr, Jessica Pearson, and Jocelyn Yates. And they always post good stuff, examples that you guys can go on there and like, okay, what did they post? And don't copy and paste ever. Like, ever. You want to like adjust it to fit you, okay? Because obviously you're not a millionaire or you wouldn't be right here right now, okay? So Jocelyn, they're all pretty loaded. So you want to make sure that you're adjusting those numbers and those things to fit you and you don't directly copy and paste because people will know you're lying. So you can always get ideas from them. If you're stuck, you can always reach out to me or your upline or whatever, and they can help you figure out a post. But for the most part, business post 1 time a day on Facebook, and then you want to do a product post, okay? And a product post, and I post about, like, in my personal post too, I can include the business without it being a businessy post, but do not post, like, strict business stuff multiple times a day. It's too much, and it's an over. And the point of you posting multiple times a day is because 10% of your Facebook friends see each post. So if you post something in the morning, like the other 90% of your Facebook friends aren't even going to see it. So posting every day and posting different times a day is good because different people see it at different times. Okay? Because I'm different than most people who have a job because I'm not up at 6 a.m. to look at what happened at 6 a.m. I might miss that because I'm asleep. So that's why it's really important to post like in the morning, afternoon, and then night. And then a little bit in between if something funny happens and like random stuff like that. Okay, and as far, does anybody have any questions about like businessy posts so far? And you can look on my Instagram, Brittany's Instagram, like I said, top earners, and you can get ideas from that there. Business is like, when you're starting to post this stuff and you're getting used to it, guys, it will take a little bit of time for you to get used to how to post and like kind of coming up with it. But I would say within like a month, you're going to have it down pat. It's so simple. And you can like literally look at something as like a coffee pot and make a business post about it. Like it's seriously so easy once you get used to it. You just have to start getting into the creative mindset about how you can post about the business today. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that, the business portion. Does anybody have any questions on the business and what to post about the business or how to post or anything like that? Because I'm about to talk about how to post about like to get customers. Okay, so customers. To get a customer, okay, you need 4 customers in 30 days to stay. Well, actually, I take that back because the bonus isn't here right now, okay? So usually, like in December, we had a $500 Ruby bonus, and I'm thinking this Ruby bonus is going to be released at conference, which means if you promote to Ruby now, that you're going to end up getting that bonus. So you're going to need 4 customers in 30 days. Just trust me when I tell you, you need 4 customers in 30 days, okay? So to get those 4 customers, you're brand new to the business, and it takes a solid month, I would say, for people to really start trusting you and to see that you're legit, like you're not giving up. And if I signed you up, or even the person who did sign you up on this thing, and you're on here today, you need to say, if that person was not consistent with their post, would you have signed up with them? If the answer is no, then why would you ever be inconsistent with your business? Because nobody's going to sign up with you if you're not consistent. Because they're not going to take you serious. They're going to think you're doing this as a hobby, and hobbies, you don't really get paid for hobbies, okay? So always be consistent in your posts, okay? So when you're talking about customers, you have everybody basically on your social media right now that you know. For the most part, 90% of people who just joined have people that they actually know on their Facebook. So, and their Instagram. Basically, you're going to want to be reaching out to people that you know. So if you have family and friends that support you, ask them, say, hey, will you just be a product tester for me and help me boost my portfolio and like help me get started in my business? If they say no, okay, cool. You're going to find 4 other people. But it's always good to have like somebody quick there for you to help you out ASAP to get 4 customers, okay? And if you don't have family, like I said, don't freak out because my family didn't support me in the beginning. It's totally fine. But this is why posting immediately is so important. So now you're going to be posting every day about a product. And I would say, like, I post about the greens a lot. Like, once you start trying the stuff, you're going to find stuff that you actually like. And it is 150% not necessary for you to like, buy stuff up front and like wait for it to come in to start posting. You can start posting immediately about the stuff because we have pictures that you can use in the team page, and you can find them you can ask me too if you need like help with posting something that you don't have a picture of. Like you're gonna get wraps in your kit and stuff, but like I said, you don't need that to get started. You can get started right now. So when you're posting about a product, the most important thing is to talk about how does one feel when they take this product, okay? Think about, let me think, when you see something, okay, on TV, like let's talk about a food commercial, like an Arby's commercial or something. Now, Arby's is obviously fast food, but I can just think about this because I've seen the commercial recently. Where like they have the roast beef sandwich and like they pull it apart and you like see this cheese coming off it and it just looks so good. And they're like, Arby's, like this sandwich is so good. Like it's got so cheesy, blah, blah, blah. They're using all these descriptive words that are just making you want to run to Arby's really quick to get that roast beef sandwich because it's got the melted cheese on it. And it just sounds so damn good, okay? That is what you need to be doing for the product. You need to make it sound like, oh my gosh, why do I not have that right now? And it doesn't matter how much money somebody has or what they're thinking. If you make it sound like that Arby's sandwich, like you're definitely going to get them as your customer right now, okay? I can't tell you how many times somebody said something on Facebook about a Starbucks drink or about a makeup or anything that like I'm interested, like I just want it. Like if they describe it good enough, I'm buying it no matter what, okay? So in that position, you have to think about you as a customer too. Like if you were gonna want something, how would you want it displayed to you? So let's talk about the greens, for example, just because I really like the greens, okay? I always say I like to post about the greens in the morning because the morning time is when people are hating their life because they're so tired. They woke up early, they stayed up too late, so they're so tired, and they're going to work, okay? They're feeling sluggish, they're feeling their cup of coffee, whatever. So the greens come in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love these greens. They taste so good. You know, they give me so much energy in the morning, and they really help me to, you know, wake up. They fight fatigue, and they're a detox. Like, I feel so awesome since I've been on these greens. And that's going to sell, okay? Now, you're brand new, so you haven't tried the greens, okay? So what you can say is, oh my gosh, my friend Katie has tried these greens. They're absolutely amazing. You know, she says, like, you know, they make her feel so good, blah, 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 exactly what I just said. She's so awake. She's able to function all throughout the whole entire day without feeling sluggish, whatever. That stuff, by saying those words, it's going to hit somebody who's tired, who's sluggish, who needs a detox. And detox, guys, for whatever reason, that word is so powerful. So say that because everybody wants to detox. Everybody. Like, and you have to say that word and everybody's like, oh my God, I need to detox. Tea, everybody sees like those tea detoxes. They're always sold out at the grocery store. You want to know why? Because people want to detox. So make sure you're talking about those like key words, and that will hit people and they're going to want to buy it. But if you put up an ad, okay, so you Google greens and you find an ad and you post it, nobody's going to like that picture and nobody's going to order off of it. Because guess what? Let me tell you this. If I were to post, say, greens are so good for you, they're so healthy, you should try them. Are you going to want to try that? Because it sounds disgusting. You're not going to want to. It's totally plain. You're like, okay, great. So happy that you're healthy, whatever. That's not appealing to me at all. Like if anybody just told me, hey, you should try greens, I'm like, no. So you need to talk about what it does, how it makes you feel, and what does it taste like. It's so good. Like the berry greens are good and the orange are good. I tried them both. Now I used to like berry, now I'm on to orange. So make sure you're talking about feelings. What is it going to do to benefit the customer? And really like just what does it do? And keep it simple. Like don't go on to like a rant. It's like I always say 3 bullet points and that's enough for a product. Okay. And now we're going to talk about on Insta. So that's Instagram and Facebook are similar, but yet so different. So on Instagram, you want to post about 3 times a day. And Instagram, I always switch it up. I post 3 times a day, but it's usually personal, business, product, and then the next day it'll be personal, a quote, maybe a product, and then like business. Like kind of like I switch it up, but you never want to post before and afters on Instagram more than like, I would say every 3 days, and I would keep them, I leave them up for like a day and then I take them down. Because when you're following new people, if they see that the second they go to your profile, they're going to unfollow you because they don't want to be sold to. So if you ever notice, if you're new, if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram and you can see, you cannot tell that I sell it works when you look at my Instagram. So when new people follow me, they won't immediately unfollow me because they don't know what I'm doing. They just see pictures of me, stuff I like, and my family. So it's really important. And that's really into like going into the business. I never ever say like it works anywhere because that takes away a chance for somebody to ask me a question. Sometimes people just know, like maybe they have a friend that sells it and they just know I do it works. But most of the time people say, what is it that you do? Like, what exactly is that? And then I have the opportunity to talk to them, because sometimes people will hear something bad. Maybe their best friend tried it and they sucked at the company, okay? And they ended up quitting. That their best friend's like, okay, like it works, obviously doesn't work because my best friend did it and it sucked. So she's immediately gonna just say, no, I don't wanna do it, and never talk to me. So she might think my story's cool, my posts are cool, but because her best friend said it sucked, she's not gonna talk to me because I'm blaring it works everywhere. But if I just talk about a health and wellness company and how awesome it is and how, you know, I'm thriving in the business and whatever, she's gonna reach out to me and ask, what are you doing? And I have that time to change her mind about the company. So I hope that kind of makes sense. And that's really why I never say it works anywhere. I just keep it health and wellness company in my business. Same thing with the products. I never like blur out like it works, because I want people to have to ask me that question. And that way I have their name too. So like if Sarah were to reach out to me and be like, hey, you know, what is it that you do? And I talk to her about it and she starts ignoring me, I have her name still, so I can follow up with her later. Not right now, I'll talk about that in a little bit, like following up and stuff. But basically that's the gist of it. And like posting on Instagram 3 times a day. Don't post ads, post clear pictures. Make sure your Instagram has kind of like a flow to it. Like don't post just selfies. You want to throw in stuff that has your personality in it. Throw your kids in if you have kids. Really just, and you can look at my Instagram and all the top earners and kind of get an idea, guys. And it's a learning game. Like your first month, you're just really learning and trying to get your 4 customers and building your business as fast as you can. And in this business, if you haven't, if you want to go up, like basically promote up as fast as you can in 90 days, make sure you message me or Brittany and I'll talk to you about it, because we have a group that's going that you can be a part of if you really, really, really are committed to pushing and getting to the rank of diamond in the next 90 days. If you want more info, you have to message me on that later. But okay. No Facebook ads, no Instagram ads. Like if it would go on a billboard, don't post it. All right, and now I'm gonna get into what we call hundreds lists and 25 lists. So you can basically always have a market you're reaching to and how to do the 2-hour-a-day rule. Okay, if you're confused, you need to speak up at any point, because this is where some people get like kind of confused. It's really simple once you get used to it, but you have to learn it. Okay. So 2 hours a day, if you commit 2 hours a day to this, like do 100% it works for 2 hours a day, you'll be extremely successful. But you have to commit that 2 hours, 100%, no distractions, no getting up, no eating, things like that. It's 2 hours a day, okay? If you want to do it like that and you'll make good money by doing it this way, listen. So 1 hour is spent on Instagram for me and 1 hour is spent on Facebook. 1 hour on Instagram consists of me following people. I follow about 200 people a day, okay? And now we're going to talk about how I find those people. 2 hours a day, following 100 people or 200 people a day. What I do is I find somebody who's like relatable to me. A mom, I have a daughter, like a young daughter. I like makeup, I like handbags. And that's pretty much what sums me up. Okay, I like to shop. So anybody who like is in that realm, I find them on Instagram, and I can look up hashtags. Maybe I'll just like be scrolling through one of my friends' lists and like go to their profile, and then you know, I find them, and I'm going to instantly look at their pictures. If I think that one girl is a good fit for my team, I will follow her and then go to her self, look at who liked it and follow those people, and like go to one of their pages and go to their friends, and like so on and so on. Okay? By doing that, like I said, that's where I'm going to be expanding the market, because you cannot just market to your family and friends. You will never make or get rich that way. Okay? So you always need to be expanding. So 200 people on Instagram following. Then I go to my 25 list. And the 25 list is something that's so simple. You're going to pick 25 people on Instagram. 25, that's it. That you want on your team. Just random 25, okay? And whenever you find those 25, you write them down on a list. Like I have a list, and this is my Facebook one, but just a list like this. And I write them down. And every day for 4 days, those 25 people, you go to their profile, like, and comment on their new pick. If they don't have a pick, that's okay. Go to the next person. And then like at the end of those 4 days, you can send them a message, okay? And at that time, you can message them. I just send them, don't send them like an it works message, just something just totally like, hey girl, you know, I'm so sorry I haven't had the chance to introduce myself. My name's Katie, and let me see what I say. My name's Katie, and I'm having a brain fart. Give me a second. Okay, so sorry I haven't messaged you yet. I meant to introduce myself. My name's Katie. I've just been so busy with this kitchen renovation. I'm just trying to find other moms online to talk to and kind of relate to. Your photos are so cute. Where do you guys live? Are you around Charlotte? Because I obviously live in Charlotte. So just by saying that to her, she, of course, messages me back. It's totally open, and we're talking, right? So I just initially started that conversation to build that relationship. I've already been commenting on her pictures, so it's not awkward at all. She knows me, basically. So I put a circle next to her name on my 25 list just to let myself, like around the number, to let myself know I talked to her and, you know, I've kind of started that relationship. And like maybe if she doesn't bring up the business in that first combo, I'll let it die. And then like 3 days later, I'll message her again and be like, hey, you know what? I feel so dumb for not asking you earlier. You know, I think you would be so good at what I do. Can I give you some more info on it? And just that simple message, I sent out 10 today like that, like the follow-up, like, hey, like, can I give you some more info? 10 people said yes, guys, 10 out of 10. So just building that relationship and commenting on their stuff, it's automatically opening a door for them to listen to me and let me talk to them. So there you go. That's how I message people. The 25 lists on Instagram is the bomb, okay? And at the end of every 4 days, like your 5th day, you just start a new one. And it's 4 days, 4 days. And then you have all these names, guys, and like some people will ignore you. It doesn't matter because guess what? You have 24 other names or 23 or whatever. And you're just building that up over and over and over and over and over. And it takes 10 minutes max to go through 25 people and like and comment on what they posted that day. And what's really cool is like on Instagram, like let me show you somebody I know for sure. Like when you click the search bar, okay? And you go to, it'll say recent. So it'll show you like, so if I didn't search, like I was searching like top earners today, obviously. But if I could just go to their profile, I'm like, okay, you know what? Sorry, I was searching other people. Like this girl's like my potential. So I'll like, it already brings her up in my recent. So like all my recents are usually right here for my top 25. So it's just like click, like, comment, click, like, comment. It's just literally like so fast. And that's all I do for, as far as like my 25 list and that I post on Instagram. And that's really it as far as Instagram goes and accepting a follow request. So let me show you guys how to do that really quick, okay? So keep your Instagrams on private. That's the number one rule. When people request you back, okay, you can go here and like, all right, well, I actually know her, so I'm going to let her follow me. But you look at their profile. Let me see. Somebody. All right. So I followed this girl right here. And then, like, I'm going to look at her profile, and I'm like, okay, she's normal. She's, like, a mom or whatever. She doesn't sell anything. She can follow me back. And then I'm still going to follow her, okay? And then I actually want her on my 25 list next week, so putting her there. But if somebody followed me, all right, now this girl followed me, and you know what? It looks like she sells at work. So no, you cannot follow me. I just do that, and then I block them because I don't want them to follow me again, and I don't want to end up following them. You don't want to let any It Works distributors follow you that are random on Instagram, and no other companies, like DS companies, can follow you, like Unique, Mary Kay, whatever. And anyways, and then that's pretty much my 1 hour for Instagram is filled up with that stuff, like messaging people. And I'll send out messages pretty much daily because I have so many on my 25 list. Like I just names and names and names now. If you keep doing it, you'll be able to message more people. And you guys don't ever be scared to message people too. I just went out and messaged. I've only gotten 10 done so far because Cammy was sick today. But let me tell you guys what this message consisted of, okay? All right. Hey girl, I just love seeing your posts of your sweet family. Your daughter is seriously so precious. She reminds me so much of my daughter Cammy when she was a baby. I'm so totally missing those days. I don't usually message people like this, but your posts are so good, and I think you would be amazing at what I do. I felt like it would be stupid of me not to at least see if you were interested. Can I give you some more information? And this girl literally is perfect, okay? I don't message that to everybody. I only message it to people who I see that I think would legitimately be good, okay? Like sometimes you just hit that profile and you're like, ooh, I need her. So that's what, and I only send it out to people, like I said, and if I think they're good. Don't ever send messages to people, do you want to make $500 a month? Or, hey girl, I think you should join my team, or anything like that. You want to be legit, genuine. What kind of message would you respond to if somebody messaged you? Okay. So that's just an idea of messaging and stuff on Instagram. And now on Facebook, we have what's called a hundreds list, okay? And a hundreds list is very similar to the 25, except for on Facebook, 100 is what you do for the entire month, because Facebook takes a little bit longer, especially with the younger generation. People post on Instagram like every day. Not everybody posts on Facebook every day. So what I do for Facebook is I pick 100 people at the beginning of the month, okay? 1 through 25 people, like you pick the 100, and you can pick them as you go too. Like maybe you need to add some more people before you can finish the list. So say day 1 is today, you pick 25 people. You're gonna go down 1 through 25, like and comment on the most recent thing. Maybe they didn't post something today. If it's too far back, guys, don't put them on your list. Like if they post like once a month, they don't count. Like don't put them on there. If they're posting like, twice, 3 times a week, that's fine. But don't comment on something that's like over like 4 days old. That's kind of weird. And so just a couple days old is what I usually do. And if it's too far back, I won't comment on it because I think that's weird. So pick your first 25, like and comment on their stuff. Then day 2, it's 26 through 50. Day 3 is 51 through 75. And day 4 is 76 through 100. And then day 4. Then day 5, you start back over 1 through 25. Same list of people. So it's every 4 days you're visiting their profile, okay? And what I do on Facebook, it's really awesome on Facebook to have this. You have to do this on a desktop to start the list, but you can edit the list from your phone. So you go on your desktop and you click, where is it? You click feeds. Feeds. It's in your, when you click this little line button right here. Hold on. No, it's not really focusing. But the 3 lines on Facebook, you click that and then you click feeds. And then it brings up random lists, but you can create your list in your desktop. So I have January 100. So you see how the January 100 right there has 266 posts. These are my people that I've picked for January, my 100 people. And it'll say they post 266 posts, and I haven't even gotten to them yet. I haven't went down. If I'm bored throughout the day or I have an extra 15 minutes, I'll just click on the January 100 and scroll through and like and comment on their stuff that I haven't gotten to yet if I have an extra 15 minutes. And it keeps things organized too. And then anybody who tells me they're interested in the business at any point in time goes into my potential distributor list, and anybody who's interested in the product's potential customer group, okay? And that way, say January's over, now it's February. You have a February 100s. You can always go back to those people in January who said they were interested in the business, and if they're a potential distributor, they're in that group, so you can just go there and like and comment if you have 15 minutes or whatever to keep up with people who just aren't ready to sign up yet, okay? They're interested, maybe they're waiting on payday, maybe something happened and it got delayed, whatever. You can still keep up with them and you won't forget their name. It's really important to keep them in your mind and just basically to keep up with those people, because you will forget them if you don't put them in a list. And putting them on Facebook on a list is the easiest way to do it, in my opinion. So that's the Facebook list. And I add 20 people a day on Facebook, anywhere from 10 to 20, depending on how I'm feeling that day. And I find those people through friends of friends. So somebody I worked with when I was 15, and then I'll go to their profile on their friends list and continue. Or I'll look for in groups that I'm in, if somebody seems really cool, go to their friends list, add some of their people. But don't bomb somebody's friends list either. You don't want to add 100 of their friends, because that's really rude. So just 10 people here, 10 people there, whatever. And that's really all I do every time. Let me see. Does anybody have any questions about the hundreds list or the 25 list really quick? That's the best way to stay organized. And honestly, 2 hours a day, you guys can knock out that and Instagram. Facebook an hour, Instagram an hour. That's it. And you have to follow people and add people, or you're going to run out of people. Okay. Last thing is on Facebook, the messages are the same as Instagram. And if you forget like the messages or you're having a hard time, message me and I'll help you. I'll like send you them. And charting, okay? You need to have a chart printed for you, because if you don't have a chart, you're not going to remember who you're enrolling and you're not going to remember what you need to get that promotion. Like I said, now guys, I can't guarantee anything, but I'm pretty positive that Mark's going to release the Ruby bonus come conference, and anything you do this month is counted at conference time, okay? So you want to really, really hit hard now so you can get what is released in February. So if you signed up right now in January, you need to be working to get that bonus released in February. You're also going to get an entry. Every distributor you enroll, you get an entry into a drawing that Mark's going to do, and he's going to grant one of your dreams. Okay, it's an unlimited dream. You can say whatever you want, and it's granted. And then what else? And then of course we have this new product that's amazing. If you're new, well, you guys are new. Sorry. You need to learn the products, guys. Like you need to go on your eSuite and just look through like the document library. It works you. You can watch videos, or if you're a reader, you can go to documents and read them in there. But you need to know what the products do. Why are they important? Why are they good? And why should they buy that over something else? Okay. Really important. If you're ever confused about a product, please let me know about that too. Go to daddy, please. I'm almost done. Hold on, guys. Okay. So she's obsessed with me. Literally. So anyways, that is basically, I think that's pretty much that's all I had. I had loyal customers, your first post, posting on Instagram and Facebook, hundreds lists, charts, messages, and goals. Does anybody have questions? Do not be scared to ask right now if you have a question. Just type it in like the little chat box. Let me see if I can figure out. Here's the chat. Let me pull it up so everybody can see it. Now, everybody in here, do you guys see that chat? You guys can ask me any questions really quick before we finish this. I'm gonna be here for like 2 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, wait, I did hit record. Okay, I did record it. So yes, it will be posted later.